Hello, my name is Jimena Martinez Vargas, a fourth semester life student, and I'm going to talk to you about the types of evidence. Evidence. The evidence is that which is collected at a crime scene and that serves to clarify a fact is studied in a judicial process. The evidence can be a document, an object, a testimony, or an illustration, etc. Admissible evidence. For the evidence to be admissible in the process, it must meet three requirements. It must be relevant, material, and competent. We will explain each one below. Relevant evidence. Relevant evidence is evidence that is directly related to the probability that a fact has occurred. That is to say, if present, it makes the fact to be proved more probable or less probable than it would be if the evidence were not present. For example, Laura Martinez is accused of stealing money from a restaurant cash register. The prosecutor wants to present proof that Laura's mother refused to give her money for a concert, and the same day the crime has committed, Laura comes home with a ticket for the concert. Material evidence. The materiality of the fact in a particular case is determined by the law that applies in the case. In criminal law depends on the law that defines the crime of which the offender is accused. That is to say, the material evidence is that which has a significant relationship with the fact or issues of a case or investigation and affects its conclusion or outcome. Material evidence is also known as object, that is everything that can be perceived by any of the senses available to people and which are also susceptible of being revealed. Evidence. For evidence to be competent, it must be credible and reliable. In a sense, since the competence of evidence, careful consideration should be given to whether there is reason to doubt its validity or integrity, as evidence can often be manipulated, or for example, in testimonial evidence, the statement might be embellished in such a way as to exaggerate matters and cast doubt on its credibility. For example, DNA evidence when supported by a forensic technician or fingerprints verified by dactyloscopy. Types of evidence. Real evidence. This type of evidence generally consists of objects that were physically present at the scene of a crime or civil violation, and that have a direct connection or impact on the case itself. For example, in a murder trial, the prosecution might wish to introduce a weapon that was used to kill the victim. Demonstrative evidence. This evidence is used to illustrate, clarify, or explain other testimony, expertise, or material evidence. When the demonstrative evidence is sufficiently precise or linear, it may be admitted as evidence. For example, maps, diagrams of a scene of the crime, chart and graph, etc. Evidence. It consists of the information prepared, such as that containing letters, contracts, accounting records, invoices, and administrative documents related to its performance. In case of civil or criminal liability, what is established by the procedural rules. Testimonial evidence. Testimonial evidence refers to the evidence of witnesses. It consists of the statement made by persons outside the trial, whom the condition required by law and who testify in the manner established therein about the substantial and relevant fact disputed by the parties. For example, a witness statement in the court. Finally, this presentation ends here. Thank you very much for your attention.